What is cracking with you, YouTube? It's your man King Howie. Another LeBron James video. Boo. But let's get into this shit because I'm a Lakers fan. Okay, the Lakers start off kind of rocky against the Clippers, which I don't think they started off rocky against the Clippers. I think, without having Kyle Kuzma and his foot issues, and not having Alex Caruso and Rajon Rondo in that game. Of course, we missing Boogie Cousins. A lot of people were criticizing the way LeBron James was playing. Now, I don't think LeBron had a bad game against the Clippers. I think the Clippers were really trying their hardest to try to prove to Laker Nation and Clipper Nation, since it was a Clippers home game, that they are the team of LA. So I think Doc Rivers came out there and pulled all of the stops and showed his hand and the tricks he's going to use to try to slow LeBron James down, using Kawhi Leonard and whatnot. They didn't have Paul George, so I think they showed their hand, and the Lakers was kind of like taking notes. Plus, I think LeBron James is pretty much experimenting with this team right now. We came back to win the next game against the Utah Jazz. LeBron went off. Anthony Davis has been solid for the first three games. But Mr. Glass, a.k.a. AD, is dealing with a shoulder injury. He's going to play tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies after testing out his shoulder in warm-ups. He's good to go. A lot of people were talking about the last game LeBron played, where I think he had like 23 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. And people was, LeBron James looks slow. Stop. LeBron James was tired. He didn't get any sleep because of the fires that's happening out here in California, where he lives at. He got woken up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and had to rush his family down from the hills area where he stays at. And then he couldn't find a hotel to stay at, because California is like real weird. They don't like the motels and shit out here. They pretty much have like a 24-hour, thing. But a lot of the hotels out here in California don't. They pretty much cut they shit off like around 12 in the morning, 11 at night. Like, we're not letting nobody get no room this late. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. So LeBron James was a little tired, didn't really get no sleep. Frank Vogel stated that the players showed up for practice, but he immediately told them to all go rest for the game. And I think LeBron only got like maybe 2 hours of sleep before he had to play that game, because he had other obligations that he had to attend to that day. So the LeBron James looks slow. Stop it. He's just a little tired. How far can his team go? Hopefully to the damn championship, because to get the kind of players that they got, to give up the players that they gave up, what other choice do they have besides going to win a championship? I believe the first 20 games, the Lakers, either they're going to be 500 or maybe a game or two. First 20 games, they probably be 500 or a game or two above 500. That's how I'm seeing it right now. Until Rondo gets back and Kyle Kuzma gets back. I think Kyle Kuzma is supposed to play against the Dallas Mavericks when we go on a road trip. So having Kuzma back is going to be an extra added addition to getting the Lakers where we want them to be, and that's basically as champions. I believe Anthony Davis has a huge chance of being an MVP this year if he doesn't get hurt. Man, you always got to add that in. I believe that the media will overblow or go overboard with Anthony Davis injuries that he might acquire this season, whatever little bumps and bruises that may pop up on the injury report. Now, Laker fans, we already know Anthony Davis is going to sit out some games. We already know LeBron James is going to sit out some games. So we might as well just, you know what I mean, get that out the way. Take that out your minds. You know what I'm saying? These guys are going to sit some games. 82-game season. And somebody, LeBron, 17th year. Of course, he's going to sit out some games. Some load management will be happening with this team between both these players. Now, depending on how many games they sit out, that is to be determined. I don't know that. But I think the sooner we get Kyle Kuzma back, the sooner he can, start showing promise of being that third addition to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And not to rule out, Dwight Howard, how will he be on load management? How many games will he sit out? Dwight Howard is, not a spring chicken anymore. Same thing with Rajon Rondo. How many games will he sit out? He already sitting out games. He's already sitting out games. We still got Boogie Cousins, who's been seen shooting the ball. He's, having light practices, and the Lakers are saying that they are hopeful that he might be available for the playoffs. And I'm hearing some rumblings about the Lakers looking at Darren Collison possibly coming over to the Lakers. I don't know how that's going to work out. Darren Collison recently, I think he retired. Went to go play overseas for a minute, and I think he retired. So I don't know how, what's going on with that whole situation right there. But the main goal is, the purple and gold got to get back to being dominant, being that beast that we used to be. And hopefully LeBron could stop doing LeBron stuff and finally show some of that, some of that grit, some of that toughness, some of that it factor, some of that GOAT mentality, that he's been branding all of this time he's been in the NBA and pushing out to the masses of who he is or who he's supposed to be. We need to see the king start being like the king. That's all I'm saying. I mean, we paying you $153 million, man. What's the point of you coming over here if you ain't going, at least win one championship with the Los Angeles Lakers? Now, a lot of people saying that this team can three-peat. Just show me you could win one with the Los Angeles Lakers before your time is up in LA. That's all I want to see. I just want to be able to say, hey, LeBron, you brought us a ring, bruh. You did what you were supposed to do. Now you could go ahead and just, whatever you're going to do after the Lakers contract is done, you will have served your purpose. So these LeBron James videos are going to, let me not say LeBron because that's not, these Laker videos are going to be far few in between that I will be dropping. I'm not going to be dropping a video every game they play. We'll see. We'll see where these. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this Lakers shit. In the next 20 games, we'll see 20 games. We'll see where these guys are at in 20 games, and I'll probably drop another video. But if anything significant in the news comes out about, the Lakers or anything, like whether it be a trade or a pickup or injury or something like that, then I'll speak up on it. But I'm not finna be doing what these LeBron James haters be doing, because I don't have no hate towards no athlete. These dudes play a game. You know what I'm saying? I could see if they was managing my money or I invested some money in them and they fucked me over, then I have a reason to, have some type of ill will towards you. But man, these dudes are athletes. You know what I'm saying? They get paid millions of dollars. I'm not finna be doing no LeBron James hate videos. I think that shit is just lame, you know, to be losing sleep over an NBA basketball player or having some type of emotional negative connection with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's just confident about himself. And then people just have a problem with him branding himself the way he brands himself. Man, he ain't no king. He ain't no, man, who are we to judge or say he is or he ain't? You know what I'm saying? Whatever he got in his mind, or whatever these athletes put in their mind, or whatever they think they are to themselves, hey, they have that right to do that. But I'm not finna sit up here and be going live and look at this bum, look at this trash bum LeBron, look at this sorry, he ain't no GOAT, he ain't like Kobe, he ain't like Michael Jordan. Is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be like Kobe and Michael Jordan? No. That's how you know people's minds are trapped, because they still thinking about the past. Get out of the past, man. It's the future. God bless LeBron James and what he's brought to the NBA so far. Because if LeBron James wasn't in the NBA, we'll be dealing. Y'all probably be killing Steph Curry or criticizing Durant. But anyway, man, the mighty Los Angeles Lakers season has begun. And we will all be watching to see what LeBron James and Mr. Glass, a.k.a. AD, will prove this year. So with that being said, man, shout out to Laker Nation, all the Laker fans out there, all the Laker fans in LA, all the Laker fans that's been here since day one before LeBron James came. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are the truest of the truest. It's your man King Howie. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'm out.